For those that don't know, I also host two other podcasts, AI Hustle, which is all about taking AI and using it for side hustles, entrepreneurship, making money on the side, and AI Applied. AI Applied, I host with Connor Grennan, the Dean at NYU Stern School of Business for their master's program. And Connor and I talk about how to apply AI into your profession, into your job, into your company, and talk about a lot of different strategies and tools that we're using to do that. On AI Hustle, it's more focused on, entrepreneurs, side hustles, making money. And I host that with Jamie McCulley, who has the channel Jamie and Sarah on YouTube. They have over 130,000 subscribers, and he's all about side hustles and helping people make money. So really exciting to have these two podcasts. Now, what I recently realized was that not everyone knows about these two podcasts. So today's episode of the podcast, I'm actually playing a clip from my AI Hustle podcast. And if you're interested in listening to more of these, make sure to go check out AI Hustle, subscribe, and also go check out AI Applied. Both of these are amazing podcasts I host, and just want to make sure everyone knows about all of them because they all have unique content that I post on them that have different perspectives and some really cool interviews and tools that I'm using.
We gon' bring it to you just like that. Welcome everyone to the future. It's AI Chat, bringing you the interviews and giving you info to be in the know from tech company CEOs of. Rock with us, bet you gon' come back. I'm just saying the facts. This is AI Chat. Let's go.
So the big news here is that Runway Gen 2 has just added a bunch of new motion controls to AI videos with what they're calling their new multi-motion brush. So this is a super fascinating new tool. And if you don't know, Runway is pretty much one of the leading AI video generators. There's also a couple other ones out there that are doing pretty well. Pika.art, I think, is doing pretty good. But Runway's kind of been at the forefront for the longest. And I think that they have a lot of really impressive features. So a new side hustle that I recently just was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be totally possible, is that they essentially have launched a bunch of new features with giving you the ability to take an image and put it into Runway and then kind of animate the image. Now, the reason that I'm on board with this idea, and I think it's really cool, is because if you've tried Runway before or any other kind of image or like AI video generator, one of the big problems I think that they face is that it's almost like stop motion-y. It's a little bit glitchy. It's just not as like clean, I guess I could say. And so what they've done is they have this new feature, and I was just watching their demo. It's kind of interesting where essentially you can upload an image, then you can select a certain portion of the image and have it move. And you can actually like tell it which way you want the motion to be going, which I think is important, having that control. So essentially the side hustle here is selling clips for videos, or if you're making video clips as well, but I think stock video. And essentially what you do is you go to a platform like Midjourney to generate an image, you bring it into Runway, and then you animate this image to be moving. And this is going to give you a way higher quality B-roll clips than if you were just trying to use like a video AI generator that seems stop motion-y. These things look very, very realistic. So in their demo that they did, they have one where it's essentially like a bunch of animals in Africa, like on a savanna or something. And I can't even remember the name of the animal, so I'm sure everyone's gonna think I'm ridiculous. But it's from the Lion King. I can't think of it. Anyways, it's the animal. It pops up out of the ground, and it looks around the savanna. Anyways, they have a bunch of them, and they essentially animate. They highlight their faces, and then they choose the direction, and all of them look right and left together. And it looks very lifelike, but they brought this image in from somewhere else. They did another example where there was like two eyeballs on like a counter, and they like selected them, and the eyeballs start like looking around and rolling. And then they did one that was, I thought, pretty impressive, where it was essentially a beach scene. Then they highlight, and you can do so the thing that's impressive is called multi-motion brush. So it's not just, so with the animals in the savannah, they highlighted their faces and all of their faces move. With this one, they highlight like one color for the clouds in the sky. They highlight one color, which is the waves in the sea, and then they highlight another color, which is the palm tree there. And I think they also, I think just that one. So then they have all three of those things moving at the same time. So you have the scene where the waves are crashing, clouds are moving, the palm trees blowing, and it looks super, super realistic. They do it again with some cats, where the cats are both looking. And because they can do multi-motion, something I forgot to mention with the animals in the savannah, with the cats, you highlight both of the cats as a different color, aka a different layer, and both of the cats are looking in different directions. And at the same time, you can have the whole clip kind of panning to the side. They have like a really animated looking dog. They have two people that like are turning to look at you. All of this is so fascinating. They have like a vase that's exploding, dogs, an octopus, frogs, a cat, all sorts of crazy stuff. They have like a bunch of birds and they select all of their faces. So 5 different motions and all the birds are moving a different way, looking a different way, doing something different. So it's really, really cool. And so, yeah, essentially they're just introducing this new multi-motion brush, and you can generate with up to 5 areas of motion control with this. So you can't do more than that, but I mean, for one image, that's pretty decent to be able to have 5 different elements moving in different ways. And I mean, really, if you wanted to, you could do 5, and then, I guess it's exporting it as a video, not an image anymore. So yeah, you just have 5, but it's pretty solid. And what I think is so cool about this is you literally could, I mean, this is a whole nother thing, but you could literally like script a movie and just have like pictures of the movie of like the different scenes, and you could get these generated by AI a lot easier than video, obviously. But you could have like all of the images, then you pull them into a timeline, and then you just like select the part of the images that's animated, and then you do the voiceover, and then you like, it's so cool because I feel like we're really coming alive to the point where video and AI is making some big steps. And I know this is a brand new thing, so for people that are interested in getting onto this side hustle early, essentially selling stock footage, I think this is a great way to do it, and it's a really cool concept. So big shout out to the people over at Runway for getting this off the ground, and excited to see what people start to make with it. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app, or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast, where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.